What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with another brand new review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 11, you guys. And the episode is titled Miami Vices. So, before we jump into this review, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a big solid favor. You guys to stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and by turning on your post notifications. And with that out of the way, without further ado, you guys, let's just go ahead and jump into this episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode for me, it didn't really give a whole lot. I wasn't bored or anything like that, but it just definitely didn't give me that much. So we're gonna see how long this video is. I don't expect this to be a long live, but hey, like I said, we'll definitely talk about it. But I definitely want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the live chat below. So live chat and in the comments section. So yes, please let me know what you guys think, and let's go ahead and jump on into it. So this episode, mostly this episode is centered around Spice, but we see Sierra. Sierra is having her first annual, what does she call it? It was called the Ghetto Girls Eat Food Taste. And I was like, oh my God, of all the names that we could have named this company, you name it the Ghetto Girls Eat. Her book was even titled Ghetto Girls. I was like, dang, Sierra, like we can't come up with a better name than this. I mean, I know you from the hood and you ghetto, but do you have to wear it as like a moniker or something? Because yeah, I was just like, no, ma'am, let's not do that. Let's do something else. So yeah, she's having that. Now I know people have said she's a very good cook, and I'm not taking away from if Sierra can cook or not, but that name alone just would be a no for me. I really think she should like rebrand her name. But if she likes it, I love it, right? So somebody came up to Sierra to let her know that Eric was there. So you see Eric, he's out on the red carpet, right? And so Eric is telling how he co-founded this and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, Eric, don't come up here and try to take credit for what this girl has done, right? And so Sierra went out there and she got with him and she was like, why are you taking credit for it? When I told you about it, you said it was a stupid idea. He said, no, what I said was that the name needs to be changed. And I agree with Eric on that. Ghetto girls eat and ghetto-ish. Okay, Sierra. Excuse me, y'all. Marlo says her recipes are good though, especially the one for chicken Alfredo pizza. Okay, I'm gonna have to check out Sierra's cookbook. I feel like she might know how to throw down in the kitchen. I just feel like she needs to change the name of that damn book and I mean, literally, she needs to change the name of that book from ghetto-ish, and then Ghetto Girls Eat. Why can't it be Black Girls Eat or just something? Anything besides Ghetto Girls. But okay, it is what it is. Sierra like it. I love it, right? So since I'm talking about Sierra, let's go ahead and wrap up Sierra. So we later see Sierra in the episode, and Sierra met up with Eric, right? Now, when she was talking to Eric about the fact that the divorce and all that kind of stuff, and he was saying to her that she doesn't submit and she doesn't know how to be led. I was like, sir, what are you talking about? Like, no, I was not feeling him when he said that in that moment. I was like, yeah, I'm actually kind of happy that Sierra is, leaving your ass because run that back again. Run that back. Ghetto, no, sir. So he's also in his feelings about the fact that Safari tried to holler at her. Now, let's talk about this real quick. I saw last week that Sierra said that she's no longer friends with Erica and Bambi. I would love to know what happened between that relationship with them. I know I think that they still have the second half of this season that they are either still filming or or probably wrapped. But we'll probably see it play out in the second half of season 11. Speaking of which, we're on episode 11, so how many episodes do they have before we get to a season finale? Like, how many episodes? If you guys know, feel free to let me know, right? In the comment section and in the live chat. So she was talking about the fact that Eric has been bouncing around, avoiding the court reporter who is trying to serve him with the divorce papers, right? So while she's sitting here with Eric, up walks this guy who asks him if he's Eric. And he says, "Who wants to know?" And so the guy just hands him a manila folder. I was like, "Now, Mona, come on now. We got to do better than this, because I did not believe that for 1 second. No parts of me believed that scene. Let me know if you guys believe that, because, like I said, I didn't. Because I was like, this was just random. This man just come up out of nowhere. "You, Eric, who wants to know? Here you go." Then he gets up and walks away because he mad that he got served the divorce papers. I was like, "Well, sir, it is what it is. She wants a divorce from you. Grant her the divorce. Grant her divorce." Marlo, you say that she was upset they didn't stick up for her and just let people think that she was trying to get with Safari. And Bambi was pretending she didn't know, even though she was the first person she told. Oh, really? I did not know that. I did not know that part. Thank you for letting me know. So they basically tried to set her up with the okie doke by bringing it up on camera. And then I guess people must have went in on Sierra on social media, and that's why she's not friends with him no more. I mean, I ain't mad. I'm not mad at it if that's how she feels. It don't surprise me when it comes to Erica and Bambi. So sometimes you got to learn lessons the hard way. Cause I know she was talking about how she felt like those girls were her sisters at one point, but hey, it is what it is. I don't know what she expected to get from Erica Mena, but hey. So you said, when she told Erica, she asked her not to bring it up on the show. Oh, that's very interesting. So she told Erica not to bring it up on the show, but her husband brought it up on the show. That's interesting. But I mean, I'm not mad at Sierra. I'm not mad at her by no means. Do what you got to do. You guys know I've called them the miserable three, so now it's the miserable two. So after that, like I said, you guys, this episode was really centered around Spice. But let's talk about Rennie Rucci real quick. So you guys remember last week's episode ended with Rennie punching the hell out of Erica Banks, right? So we see Erica, and she is not Erica, but Rennie, and she's talking to Carly, right? Honestly, I won't listen to nothing coming out of Carly's mouth. You guys know, for me, I don't see it for Carly, but I know she was giving her some sound advice. So you guys, Rennie is just finally coming to the realization that, it was everything that she's dealing with the passing of her mother and all that stuff, that it really, everything that she's been through with Erica and Amy, it really didn't have much to do with them. It was more so all the things that she's going through in her personal life. So she's talking about the fact that she needs to sit down with somebody and just talk. And I absolutely agree with that. Like, I think, coming from someone who's lost their mom, and I know that when I lost my mom, I didn't handle things the right way. I lashed out at people. I got upset with people. And, I should have, in that moment, I should have talked to somebody, but I never did, right? And I can still go for that today, right? I still feel like I should talk to somebody about the grief that I experienced and I still experience, right? So I'm glad that she had that realization that, she's not okay. And it's only been almost 2 years at this point. And I'm like, wow, 2 years. I can't even remember what my life was like 2 years. I can't even remember because I was so down. Wow. But like I've been saying plenty of times before, I absolutely do pray for Rennie, because I know exactly what that pain is. I know what that hurt feels like. And it's just something that you never really get past. You just find ways to, you find ways to live your life without them here, right? So I am glad that she came to the realization that, you know, the situations with her and you know, Amy and Erica, it really didn't have much to do with them. It was really more so the things that she's going through and the fact that she hasn't really, you know, vocalized what she's feeling on the inside. So I like that. So then we later see her in the episode as she and her kids went paintballing, and she was just talking to her kids and basically telling them like, hey, I know you guys don't really say anything about what's going, about her not being here, but she made it a safe space and an open space for her children to be able to come to her and have a discussion with her about how they feel. And I like that. I don't know too much about Rennie, but I did like that scene. I thought it was an absolutely great scene. To see her talk to her kids, for her to be vulnerable, because even in the scene with Carly, you could hear her voice breaking both times. So I'm like, yeah, you're still in the thick of it. And like I said, I absolutely 100% do pray for, her strength and her healing, because it's definitely a journey that you have to go through, dealing with the loss of your mom or your dad. God damn, there's a net in here, and I just killed it. Thank God. Um. So yeah, prayers up to Rainy, and definitely prayers up for her children as well. So that's that with Rennie. So let's go ahead and move on, you guys. Like, I think we're gonna wrap. I think we're actually getting to the point of wrapping it up. Like I told you guys, this episode, it didn't 100% give me a whole lot to talk about, but we're gonna talk about some things. So let's go ahead and talk about Spice. So Spice, she's down in Miami. She said it in the interview that she was getting the key to the city, but then she came back and said, well, she's just getting the key to the region, right? So we also saw her as she's met up with Safari. So I'm like, oh, so we're gonna see Safari on both Love and Hip Hop Miami and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And you guys don't know, but I have not been catching up with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Not Atlanta, Miami. I didn't watch last week's episode, and I haven't watched this week's episode. I actually forgot about this week's episode. So I feel like what I'm gonna do with Love and Hip Hop Miami is I'm gonna play a little bit of catch up with Miami. I can say it here and be definitive in it. Ain't no reviews coming from Love and Hip Hop Miami. It's just gonna be a no for me. Hey Shayna. Oh, so you watching the show right now? Oh, I don't want to spoil the show for you, but hey, I will say the show didn't give very much last night because I just watched it about an hour ago before I came on here. So, but yeah, Spice. She's talking to Safari. She mentions him and Amara, right? So he says that everything that he did with Amara, being with Amara, buying the watches for the kids, that wasn't something that he planned, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't something you planned. I don't care. But do you do the same thing? The only question that I have is, do you do the same thing for your children? If you say you do that and more for your children, that's all I'll be cool with that. But the mother of your children, your ex-wife, she paints you out as an ain't shit daddy, right? Like, let's keep it a buck. That's how Erica Mena paints you off. She paints you off like you ain't shit. Ain't shit, ain't gonna be shit. That's just how your ex-wife plays you. So he also tells her that he and Erica, they've been having sex with each other, and the only reason why they stopped is because he found out that Erica went to Mexico with another man. And I'm like, but sir, aren't you supposed to be in a relationship with Amara? Make that make sense. You're supposed to be in a whole relationship with Amara, but you're worried about who your ex-wife is, going on vacations with. And then the producers asked him, she was like, so is there an overlap between you and Amara? Does Amara know about you and Erica? He says, Amara doesn't need to know that. I'm like, if you are pursuing her and trying to be in a relationship with her, she absolutely needs to know, because you are not being faithful to her. You are still having sex with your ex-wife and the mother of your children. Like, I can't take Safari seriously. I literally cannot take Safari seriously. He actually honestly gets on my nerves. I can't stand seeing him at times. But yeah, he's talking about she's on it. She don't really need to know. I'm like, say what now? I beg to differ. I think Amara might need to know. But yeah, that's what he says. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you guys think that Amara needs to know, or do you think that Safari is right? Since they're not in a relationship, well, since they're not, I don't know what their relationship is. Again, like I said, I haven't watched Miami, so I don't know if they are officially a couple. I'm not talking to you. Jesus. I don't know if they're officially a couple, but you guys can let me know. Um, so Shayna says he's always hollering he's single, but when Erica acts single, it's a problem. Exactly. That was my issue with him. Like you can be single, but your ex-wife can't be single. Please make it make sense, sir, because it's the math ain't mathing. You ain't mathing. So she also Spice also brought up the fact that Erica is saying that he doesn't pay child support, right? So Safari gets up and he shows her that he's been making his child support payments, right? To me, this feels like another situation with Scrappy. Because you guys remember that Scrappy was saying that he was paying the bills for him and Bambi, but then it came out that he was paying the bills late. He was making late payments for the bills. And that'll come up a little bit later in the review. So after that, we see Spice. So Spice is getting ready for her, to get the key to the region, and she is joined by her friend Flo Rida. I ain't saw Flo Rida in a good minute, you guys. It's been a while since I saw Flo Rida, but he came there. Rashida and Shekinah were there. You guys, Shekinah gets on my last damn nerves. Like, I swear I can't stand Shekinah. I swear to you guys, I can't stand Shekinah. She's annoying. Um, so you guys know how Shekinah is. She likes to make things. She likes to take little things and just, magnify them, right? So she's trying to allude that there's probably something going on between Spice and Flo Rida. I didn't see it. I really, honestly got brother and sister vibes, but I definitely want you guys to tell me: did you guys see any kind of chemistry between them? Um, Again, I didn't see it, but I definitely want you guys to tell me what you thought, what you saw. But again, when it comes to Shekinah, she is just a team way too much. So after Flow Rider had left, Spice let Rashida and Shekinah know that she had previously spoke with what's his name, Safari, right? So Safari had let her know that he has still been having sex with Erica, that he's paying his child support to Erica and all this stuff. And so they feel like Erica still wants Safari. I you know what, I actually have to say I agree with that. I do believe that Erica still wants Safari, right? I do feel that she still wants that man. Um, but like I was saying, with Safari, is he paying his child support on time is the real question. Yes, he might be showing you payments, but take a look and see when the payments hit. And then I'm pretty sure with child support is supposed to be the first of the month. So I would go and take a look at that and be like, okay, you relate here, you relate here, you relate here, right? So you're not really being an on time father, right? But let me know you guys thoughts and opinions about both Safari and both Erica, right? I do feel like what Safari said is true, that I do believe Erica does use those kids as a pawn in their situation. I do feel that way. But I also have to say that when it comes down to Safari, he's not an innocent person. Like, you give to her just as much as she gives to you. Like, I think what didn't he was I know he was there when their son was born, but didn't he go to like what, Miami or Jamaica before she even had the little boy? So yeah, y'all, with Eric and Safari, they give tit for tat. And honestly, you guys, this is part of the reason why I actually had stopped reviewing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 10. Erica and Safari were the exact reason that I stopped reviewing this show, because I got so sick of it being about the Erica and Safari show, because that's all they talked about in season 10, and it just annoyed the shit out of me. And it's getting to that point again, right? So we get to Spice's gala and we see where she's getting presented with the keys to the region. She gave her speech and she also did a little bit of a little performance, right? So after the performance was over, we see Erica. So Erica came up to Shekinah, Rashida, and Kurt, and asked them were they drunk. Now, before she came up to them, leave it to Shekinah to ask, you know, where's the fire at? Girl, you really trying to get this shit started, ain't you? So then when Erica came up, she's like, well, Safari's not here, but he was supposed to be here. She said, well, I'm glad he's not here because, every Monday he's supposed to come and get the kids, and he didn't come get the kids. I was like, oh my God, girl, you really do get on this camera just to bash this man. Now, am I saying that this man is perfect? Absolutely not. But damn, you literally get on this camera and bash him, but you're the same person that said I do to him, and you're the same person that got pregnant by him not once, but twice. So, Erica, you can stop with this victim act because the victim act is getting really old very soon and very fast. And that's what I'm tired of with Erica. I'm so sick of her playing the freaking victim. You're not the victim. You knew who Safari was when you decided to get involved with him. So I don't know what you thought. I don't know why you thought you would get anything different than what you got. So Shekinah has to open her big ass mouth and say to Erica, well, Safari said that he pays his child support. And Erica says, no, he does not. He pays it late. She said, I got December's child support in March. I got this child support in this month. Each child support that she named off, every one of them was late. So Shekinah said, well, you got some proof of that? And she said, it's right here. So she showed her the messages. I was like, well, damn, Safari. It is good. You're paying your child support, sir. But what I need you to do is be on time with paying said child support. Like, wow, that's terrible. So at one point, she kind of said that, well, Safari said John still having sex. Erica, Erica, you nasty as hell. There are just certain things that I wouldn't say to anybody. I wouldn't tell nobody that I urinated on him, and I definitely, you said you urinated on him, and he ate you. Too much information, girl. You could have just said we've done some things, but it ain't been no penetration. You could have left it at that, and we could have put two and two together from that point. But for you to go as graphic as you did, I didn't need it, right? So then Spice came out. Now I don't know why Spice was trying to give. It felt like Spice was giving Erica the fever. I'm like, but how do you think she found out about what Safari said? Look at the little Teletubby right there, Shekinah. She's the one that mentioned this, right? So Spice eventually walked away, but Erica was over there and she was seething. I was like, oh shit, the shit is finna hit the fan. You want to know why I say that? Because that vein was popping out. I was like, oh no, her vein is popping out. So sis is really mad. But again, Erica, I will say, what did you expect from Safari when you got with him? The man was a clown when you got with him, and the man is still a clown today. So I don't know what you expected. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I did good. I did almost 25 minutes worth of a review. The episode one, like I said, the episode didn't give a whole lot. But let me know what you guys thought about it down in the live chat and in the comment section below. And I will catch you guys for something else, you guys. But be sure to take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys later. So today is Wednesday, right? So we don't have anything tonight. The only time I'll see you guys again is for Friday for Hot Topics and for Ready to Love. But I'll see you guys in those videos. Bye, guys.